What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back. All right, Osight finally did it. They finally did it. You're gonna like this one, I promise you. They finally released a version of the Osight optic that takes the feedback from all the previous version and incorporates it. I don't think they missed anything. If they did, let me know in the comments. Before I get to that honorable mention, there is also a new Osight SE with the red flavored reticle there. I am going to hold on to this one for a giveaway, okay? If this video gets 100 likes, this is going up for giveaway to one of you lucky viewers. So this is the new Osight XE AMRS. There's going to be a few acronyms in here. Advanced Multi-Reticle System is the AMRS. They're getting proud of their acronyms here. You'll see that here in just a minute. But it is right here on the hold-up display wall. And first and foremost, they offer a cover now. This is not a charging cap, all right? While it might look suspiciously like one, that is simply a protective cover. So first time I've seen one of those in the Osight lineup. So several years ago, I did a video and I referred to this thing here as a pew in the video. And I did it very intentionally because I was working around some of YouTube's restrictions at the time and I wanted to see if there were any tricks to getting around demonetization. It did work, okay? Now, those tricks are even more relevant today. In fact, Tactical Toolbox did a video. I'll put a link to it in the description below, especially if you're a YouTuber or a PewTuber, you're gonna wanna watch that video because he found some creative ways for us to maintain our viewership. Let's just put it that way. So, in that video where I called this a pew, a lot of people got upset in the comments. If you can't call it what it is, I'm not going to watch your channel. And it's like, maybe I should have done a better job describing why I was doing that. So in full transparency, that's my miss. But guys, if words hurt that much, just bounce now. Like just leave. You're not going to like this channel, I promise you. Now that it's just us men in the room, here is the previous version. And while there is a little bit of design attitude on the front right here. Can you see that? How this one has like this little kick out on the front right here and the previous version did not. You may look at these and be like, man, they look awfully identical. But you would be wrong. So you'll notice on the top there, the XR model had that proprietary charging cap and I've never loved it, never been a huge fan. And that was the only opportunity that I gave this one to improve was stop it with the proprietary charging caps, give people a version that has a battery. No charging cap on this one, and it has a battery. Now, Osight releases new optics like my favorite niece goes through, boys. It's probably hard keeping track of these, but in the RMR lineup, I'm going to put an overlay on the screen right here that has the differences. Now, on the far left is the new XE AMRS, Advanced Multi-Reticle System. Directly, so the second column over, I guess third column if you don't count the model column, is the Osight XR, which is the predecessor. So these are the two most directly comparative to each other. The big difference you're going to note is the battery life, and obviously one has a built-in battery and one doesn't. Now, in full transparency, the XR had much longer battery life, kind of, apples to oranges maybe, but you get 105,000 hours on mode 3 with the new XE. So the Advanced Multi-Reticle System has several different reticle options, a 2 MOA dot, a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle, a 6 MOA dot, a 6 MOA dot with the 32 MOA circle, or just 32 MOA circle by itself. But that 100,000 hours doesn't mean from the time you put it in here, it's going to run for 105,000 hours from that point, all right? When you set this down and it is inactive, excuse me, for 3 minutes, the reticle shuts off, okay? And as soon as you pick this up, before you can even get it up and get a sight picture, the reticle comes back on. So it's saving that battery life while it's in a dormant state. And when you do finally drain the battery down, it does have a low battery indicator, okay? So every minute when the reticle is on and in an active state, the reticle will flash a few times to let you know that the battery's running low and it's time to replace it. Now, also up here on the screen, I'm gonna put kind of a fitment guide. This is not an exhaustive list. This is some of the most popular platforms, pew on the market. So hopefully yours is on the list there. But look all the way over to the far right where it says screws. If you are not familiar with the Osight lineup, They send this little pack here with all of these different versions of screws, okay? And there are tall models that you see here and short models for each one. So that's basically the length. Some of them are a little bit longer than others. And that's important because on some platform PewTuber models, there is a spring and a rod sometimes that runs right here inside the slide. I'm being very careful with my words, for your extractor. And if that screw on that same side is too long, sometimes it can go down and pinch and impinge the cycling of the platform. So all you other optic manufacturers out there, take note. You should be posting a beautiful fitment guide like that and giving more options. Some that I've bought in the past don't even come with these damn things at all, like no screws at all. So question for the class, what feedback have they still not incorporated? And this also has, I mentioned there's many acronyms. This also has, what is this, CBRS, the collapsible backup collapsible backup rear sight. So there's a button right here, and watch this. So in the event, now I have iron sight backups on this, but if you didn't and you had a slick slide, the reticle goes down, battery dies, something like that, you can pop up the collapsible backup rear sight. You also need to remember MAT. That is motion activated technology. Again, it goes idle after 3 minutes, you pick it up and the mat takes over and the reticle turns on. And lastly, there's a link in the description below where you can get one of these. At the time of publishing this video, there is a sale going on, so I think it's like $20 or $25 off of list price. If you are watching this after that sale, in other words, you go to the website and it's not discounted, you can use my code Harley10 for a 10% off. All right, and if you want this bad boy to go up for grabs, make sure you give this video a like. I reviewed a predecessor to this that was the green reticle version. I'm gonna put a card right up here on the screen if you wanna see it. If you like this video though, make sure you're subscribed. I do a ton of giveaways on this channel, not just flashlights and optics. I've given away plate carriers and plates and masks and all kinds of cool stuff on this channel. Also, down in the description of this video, there is a link to my newsletter. I don't spam you, I just let you know when the giveaways go live, so make sure you're in that. Appreciate your time watching. As always, lots more to come, and I'll see you in the next one.